Imagine a woman standing on a basketball court, wearing a tailored suit and high heels, commanding her team with the intensity of a military general. Her every gesture, every glance ignites fire in her players' eyes. In Turkish basketball, she's known as Dişi Terim, the female Fatih Terim. Today, we're diving into the extraordinary story of Selen Erdem, a woman who didn't just break glass ceilings in basketball, she shattered them while wearing designer heels. This is a story about courage, reinvention, and refusing to accept the word impossible. A story that begins with a devastating injury at 18 and transforms into becoming one of Europe's most respected women's basketball coaches. So buckle up, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why thousands of women from Iran to Greece look up to this remarkable woman as their inspiration. Before we begin, if you enjoy stories of people who defy expectations and create their own destiny, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Drop a comment telling us, do you think women coaches get equal recognition in sports? Let's get into it. Selen Erdem was born in 1984 in Turkey, a country passionate about basketball. From her earliest days in primary school, she fell in love with the game. Basketball wasn't just a hobby for young Selen, it was her identity, her future, her everything. She spent countless hours on the court, perfecting her shots, dreaming of wearing the national team jersey. Her talent was undeniable, her dedication unmatched. Everyone who saw her play knew she was destined for greatness. But life had different plans. In 2002, at just 18 years old, when most athletes are just beginning their professional careers, Selen's dreams came crashing down. A series of severe injuries forced her to make the most painful decision of her young life. She had to stop playing competitive basketball. The doctors were clear continuing to play could cause permanent damage. For most young athletes, this would have been the end of the story. The dream dead, the passion extinguished, the identity lost. But Selen Erdem wasn't most athletes. Instead of walking away from the sport she loved, she made a decision that would change her life and inspire thousands. If she couldn't play basketball, she would create basketball players. If she couldn't score points on the court, she would coach teams to victory. The injury that ended her playing career became the catalyst for an even more remarkable journey. In 2007, at just 23 years old, Selen began her coaching career. Think about that for a moment. Most people at 23 are still figuring out their lives, changing careers, unsure of their path. Selen was already stepping into one of the most challenging roles in sports, coaching young athletes, many of whom were older than her. And here's where the real struggle began. Being a young woman in a male-dominated coaching world wasn't just difficult, it was brutal. Players questioned her authority. Fellow coaches dismissed her opinions. Basketball federations overlooked her for opportunities. The message was clear: women belonged on the sidelines, not leading teams. Every single day, she had to prove herself twice as hard for half the recognition. Every tactical decision was scrutinized more critically. Every loss was blamed on her gender rather than the game. But Selen had something that couldn't be taught: an absolute refusal to give up. She started with youth teams, working with underage groups, pouring everything she had learned as a player into developing the next generation. Her coaching style was unique from the beginning, demanding but nurturing, strict but empowering, tactical but emotional. She studied the game obsessively, analyzed every detail, stayed up nights working on strategies. Where others saw limitations, she saw opportunities to innovate. And slowly, steadily, people began to notice. The turning point came in 2014 when Selen Erdem achieved something that once seemed impossible. She was selected as an assistant coach for the Turkish women's national basketball team. This wasn't just a job, this was validation. This was proof that talent and dedication could overcome prejudice. This was the beginning of her rise to international prominence. Over the next several years, Selen's resume would become the stuff of legends. She was part of the coaching staff for the 2016 Rio Olympics, standing on the world's biggest sporting stage. She coached at the FIBA World Championship in Spain in 2018, competing against the best teams and coaches in the world. She was involved in 2 European championships, consistently proving her strategic brilliance. She even coached at the EYOF Children's Olympics, shaping young talents who would become future stars. 18 years of coaching, 18 years of proving doubters wrong, 18 years of showing that excellence has no gender. But here's what makes Selen's story even more powerful. She never forgot the struggle. She never pretended it was easy. In her own words, she said something that every woman in sports understands deeply. I had to work 5 times harder than male coaches just to get the same opportunities. We bring victories for our country, but we don't receive equal respect. These aren't just words. This is the reality for countless women coaches worldwide. They win championships but get paid less. They develop Olympic athletes but get fewer job offers. They revolutionize tactics but get less media coverage. Selen Erdem spoke this truth boldly, refusing to stay silent about the inequality she witnessed and experienced. And then there's her nickname, Dişi Terim, the female Fatih Terim. For those who don't know, Fatih Terim is a legendary Turkish football coach, known for his passionate, aggressive coaching style and his absolute refusal to accept anything less than victory. He's famous for packing the sidelines, shouting instructions, showing raw emotion during matches. He's a national icon in Turkey. And Selen Erdem earned the same comparison in basketball. Watch Selen during a match and you'll understand why. She doesn't just stand calmly on the sidelines, she commands the court like a conductor leading an orchestra. She shouts, gestures, motivates, and sometimes even challenges referees when she believes her team has been wronged. Her intensity is palpable, her passion infectious, her commitment total. When her team scores, she celebrates like she scored herself. When they make mistakes, you can see the disappointment on her face, but also the immediate strategic adjustment in her mind. In her own words, Selen describes the transformation. In personal life, I'm a normal, sweet person. But on the court, discipline is everything. If you're weak, you'll be crushed. I don't allow weakness in myself or my team. This intensity, this refusal to accept mediocrity, this burning desire to win, that's why she's called Dişi Terim. She brought the same fire to women's basketball that Fatih Terim brought to football. But here's the twist that makes her even more fascinating, her signature style. While every other coach on the planet wears tracksuits, sneakers, and comfortable athletic wear, Selen Erdem shows up to coach wearing formal suits and high heels. Yes, you heard that right, high heels on a basketball court. It's become her trademark, her statement, her power move. Why would she do this? The answer reveals everything about who Selen Erdem is. She explains that her mother was a teacher who wore a different suit every day, presenting herself professionally and powerfully. When Selen started coaching, she decided to honor that image of professional womanhood while coaching. The high heels aren't just shoes, they're a statement. They say, I'm a woman, I'm powerful, and I won't conform to your expectations of how a coach should look. In a world that constantly tells women to tone down, blend in, and act like men to be taken seriously in male-dominated fields, Selen does the exact opposite. She amplifies her femininity. She owns it. She weaponizes it. She's been asked countless times, isn't it uncomfortable? Don't your feet hurt? How can you move quickly in heels? Her response is perfect. People have compared me to men, but I am a woman and I represent female power. People love this powerful woman image. Why should I change who I am to make others comfortable? That's not just confidence, that's revolution. Think about what this means for young women watching her. They see a woman who doesn't have to pretend to be masculine to command respect. They see a woman who can be elegant and fierce simultaneously. They see proof that you don't have to sacrifice your identity to achieve excellence. Selen's impact extends far beyond Turkey's borders. In 2024, she made a decision that surprised many. She accepted a position as head coach of Panathinaikos in Greece. This was significant for multiple reasons. Greece and Turkey have a complex political history with tensions that go back centuries. But sports, as Selen proved, transcends all boundaries. Panathinaikos specifically wanted a woman coach, and Selen was their perfect choice. In her own words, she called it a miracle that she ended up in Greece. Within just a few months of the 2024-25 season, she led Panathinaikos to the Greek Cup final. Although they lost to Olympiacos, the achievement was remarkable. A Turkish woman coaching a Greek team to a championship final. That's not just sports, that's bridge building. But the biggest news was yet to come. In March 2025, Panathinaikos, one of Greece's most prestigious and historic basketball clubs, made an announcement that sent shockwaves through European basketball. Selen Erdem would be their new head coach for the women's team. This is history in multiple ways. Selen became the first foreign head coach in Panathinaikos women's basketball history. A club that's over 100 years old, choosing a Turkish woman to lead their team. And here's the beautiful coincidence. The men's team coach, Ercan Ataman, is also Turkish. He led Panathinaikos to the EuroLeague championship last season. Turkish basketball excellence is literally rewriting Greek sports history. The fan reaction has been overwhelmingly positive. Panathinaikos supporters have said, Selen Erdem is the best transfer of the season. Trust her completely and support her decisions. That's not just support, that's respect earned through proven excellence. But Selen's impact goes even deeper, touching lives in unexpected ways. In 2023, something extraordinary happened. Photos of Selen coaching went viral in Iran. Iranian women, seeing a woman from a neighboring Muslim country achieving such success in a male-dominated field, were inspired. Thousands of Iranian women sent her messages of support and admiration. They saw in her a symbol of what's possible when women refuse to accept limitations. Selen's response was beautiful and powerful. She wrote, I am grateful to the strong Iranian women who did not hesitate to support me. My love and embrace for the people of Iran from Turkey. I am very optimistic we will meet soon. You are amazing. Strong women make a better world. Read that again. Strong women make a better world. That's not just a nice quote. That's a philosophy. That's a movement. That's a call to action for every woman who's been told she can't, she shouldn't, she's not good enough. Selen Erdem's message to young women in sports is uncompromising and empowering. She says, my advice to women, don't give up. I was brave. I left my loved ones and family. I didn't ask anyone for anything. I worked hard, earned my qualifications, and got what I deserved. Notice the language. She didn't say she was lucky. She didn't say she was given opportunities. She said she worked hard and earned it. That's the difference between charity and justice, between tokenism and meritocracy. Today, Selen has over 407,000 followers on Instagram. Most of them young women who dream of being coaches, athletes, leaders in their fields. She's become more than a basketball coach. She's a symbol of possibility. But let's be real about the challenges that still exist. Selen herself has been brutally honest about the ongoing inequality in sports. She's spoken about how women coaches are paid significantly less than their male counterparts, even when achieving better results. She's talked about how women's basketball receives a fraction of the media coverage, sponsorships, and resources compared to men's basketball. She's highlighted how female coaches are given shorter contracts, less job security, and fewer second chances after a bad season. These aren't complaints, these are facts that need to change. At Panathinaikos, Selen is facing new pressures. The team is fighting for playoff positions. Fans are demanding results. The expectations are sky high, just like they would be for any coach. But Selen knows something that her critics don't. Pressure creates diamonds. She's spent 18 years proving people wrong. She's overcome an injury that ended her playing career. She succeeded in a field that actively tried to keep her out. She's coached at the Olympics, at World Championships, at European Championships. She's led teams in 2 different countries. She's become a role model for hundreds of thousands of women. What's a little playoff pressure compared to that? Looking at Selen's journey, we see several powerful lessons that apply far beyond basketball. First, setbacks can be setups for comebacks. Her injury at 18 wasn't the end of her basketball story. It was the beginning of a more impactful one. How many of us give up when our first plan doesn't work out? Selen shows us that sometimes the detour becomes the main road. Second, representation matters. Every time Selen walks onto that court in her suit and heels, she's showing young girls that leadership looks like them. Every championship she coaches, every interview she gives, every social media post she makes, it's all creating a new normal where women coaching at the highest levels isn't unusual, it's expected. Third, authenticity is power. Selen didn't try to act like male coaches. She didn't hide her femininity or apologize for her style. She leaned into who she was, and that authenticity became her superpower. Fourth, excellence speaks louder than excuses. Selen didn't just complain about inequality. She became so undeniably excellent that people had to recognize her. She let her results do the talking. And fifth, solidarity creates change. Selen's support for Iranian women, her encouragement of young female coaches, her willingness to speak about inequality, that's how movements grow. She's using her platform not just for personal success, but for collective progress. As we wrap up Selen's story, it's important to think about what happens next. She's currently coaching Panathinaikos, but her dreams extend further. She wants to coach an Olympic gold medal team. She wants to win EuroLeague championships. She wants to see more women in coaching positions at every level. But most importantly, she wants to be remembered not as a great female coach, but as a great coach, period. The gender qualifier shouldn't be necessary. Her excellence should speak for itself. Will she achieve all these goals? Probably. Because if there's one thing we've learned from Selen Erdem's story, it's that betting against her is a losing proposition. Every time someone said she couldn't, she proved she could. Every time a door closed, she built her own door. Every time the system tried to limit her, she expanded what was possible. So what can we take from Selen Erdem's journey? If you're a young woman in sports, entertainment, business, science, or any male-dominated field, you belong there. Your gender doesn't make you less qualified, less capable, or less deserving. Work harder than everyone else if you have to, but never doubt that you deserve to be at the table. If you're someone in a position to hire, promote, or support women in leadership, do it based on merit, and recognize that merit has been systematically undervalued in women for too long. Give equal opportunities, equal pay, equal respect. If you're struggling with a setback or failure, remember Selen at 18, injured and told her basketball career was over. Look at where she is now. Your current chapter isn't your whole story. And if you're someone who thinks women aren't suited for certain roles or fields, well, Selen Erdem in her high heels coaching championship teams is proof that you're wrong. Update your beliefs. The story of Selen Erdem is ultimately about redefining what power looks like. It's not about being the loudest voice in the room or the most physically imposing presence. It's about having a vision, the courage to pursue it, and the resilience to overcome every obstacle. It's about knowing your worth and refusing to accept less. It's about lifting other women while you climb. It's about breaking barriers and then keeping the door open for those who follow. It's about being so undeniably excellent that the world has no choice but to recognize you. And yes, it's about doing all of this while wearing whatever the hell shoes you want. Because that's the ultimate power move, being authentically yourself and conquering anyway. Selen Erdem said it perfectly. I am a woman and I represent female power. People love this powerful woman image. The world doesn't just love it, the world needs it. We need more Selen Erdems in every field. More women who refuse to shrink themselves. More leaders who succeed without sacrificing their identity. More barrier breakers who remember to help others through the gap they've created. So here's my challenge to you. What's your high heel moment? What's the thing that people say you can't do, shouldn't do, or that doesn't fit the traditional mold? Maybe it's time to do it anyway. Maybe it's time to be so excellent they can't ignore you. Maybe it's time to redefine what's possible in your field. Selen Erdem walked onto basketball courts around the world in designer heels and commanded respect through pure excellence. She turned her biggest setback into her greatest success. She faced discrimination and responded with championships. She heard "you can't" and answered with "watch me." That's not just a basketball story. That's a blueprint for anyone who's ever been underestimated. From an injured 18-year-old player to one of Europe's most respected coaches. From Turkey to Greece, from youth teams to the Olympics, from being questioned to being celebrated. That's the journey of Selen Erdem. And her story is still being written. Who knows, maybe 5 years from now we'll be making a video about how she became the first woman to coach a men's professional basketball team. Or the first Turkish coach to win a EuroLeague championship with a Greek team. Or the first woman coach inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Whatever comes next, one thing is certain, Selen Erdem will face it the same way she's faced everything else. With passion, with discipline, with high heels, and with absolutely no apologies. So the next time you think something is impossible, remember the woman who was told her basketball career was over at 18 and responded by becoming one of the most influential basketball coaches in Europe. Remember the woman who wears high heels on a basketball court and commands absolute respect. Remember Selen Erdem. Because if she can shatter glass ceilings while wearing designer shoes, imagine what you can do. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below telling me, what aspect of Selen's story inspired you the most? Do you think women's sports and women coaches get equal recognition and resources? Who are other women breaking barriers in their fields that we should cover? If this story moved you, inspired you, or made you think differently, smash that like button. Share this video with someone who needs to hear Selen's story. Maybe it's a young woman doubting herself. Maybe it's someone facing a major setback. Maybe it's someone who needs to be reminded that excellence comes in all forms. And definitely subscribe to this channel because we're dedicated to bringing you stories of people who refuse to accept limitations, who redefine what's possible, and who inspire us all to be better. Remember, strong women make a better world, and Selen Erdem is proof. See you in the next one. Keep dreaming, keep fighting, and never let anyone tell you that you can't succeed while being authentically yourself.